Would you like to sleep soundly every night, waking fully renewed, invigorated, and equipped to take on the day? If so, remain precisely where you are, because what follows may upend your evening routine. Today, we are uncovering 7 remarkable foods scientifically recognized for their capacity to transform the quality of your sleep. The results may very well astonish you. Imagine this all too familiar scenario. You settle into bed, hoping for a restful night. Yet your mind refuses to quiet itself. You toss, turn, and stare at the ceiling. If not worse, you fall asleep, only to awaken at 2 a.m., wide awake and unable to return to rest. Does that resonate with you? These restless nights not only leave you fatigued but gradually undermine your health, especially with advancing years. After the age of 50, sleep difficulties become even more prevalent as changes in the circadian rhythm disrupt your body's internal clock. But there is hope. Mother Nature provides us powerful, safe, wholly natural foods that nourish the nervous system and restore your ability to sleep deeply. No need for chemicals or synthetic remedies. Many discover consistent improvement, brighter mornings, deeper rest, and less nocturnal restlessness, simply by weaving these foods into their daily patterns. In particular, if you depend on sleep aids to make it through the night, this may be your moment to gently reclaim natural sleep. Let us begin with the first food that could truly elevate your nights. Food 1. The underestimated power of bananas. The ordinary banana, often overlooked in your kitchen, may be the natural sleep enhancer you have been missing. But what makes bananas so unique for sleep? It comes down to 3 crucial nutrients: potassium, vitamin B6, and magnesium. Collectively, they create a potent blend for the nervous system. Potassium and magnesium relax muscles, signaling your body it is time to release daily tension. Vitamin B6 aids in converting tryptophan into serotonin, the neurotransmitter that lifts mood and fosters relaxation. From serotonin arises melatonin, that critical hormone signaling your brain it is time for sleep. Consider the example of Rosa, age 65, who struggled with restless nights and frequent awakenings. By simply consuming a ripe banana about an hour before bed, she experienced notably deeper, more regular sleep, as did others when they combined several foods from this list. To amplify the effect, try a warm oat milk and banana pudding. Not only is it soothing, but truly delicious. Prefer a greener banana? The higher resistant starch content supports beneficial gut bacteria, itself linked to sleep-promoting compounds. A word to the wise: unlike pharmaceuticals, bananas do not sedate. Rather, they help your brain rediscover its natural sleep rhythm. Intrigued? The next food may surprise you further. Food 2. Almonds, the silent guardians of sleep. At first glance, almonds seem no more than a crunchy, protein-rich snack. However, beneath the surface lies a suite of nutrients with direct influence over your sleep regulation. Again, magnesium assumes the starring role, acting as a natural switch to ease the nervous system, relax the body, and quieten stress, just in time for rest. Almonds also help modulate cortisol, the principal stress hormone responsible for those racing thoughts at night. Do not overlook the vitamin E content. As a formidable antioxidant, it combats chronic inflammation, which, unaddressed, can impair the restorative phases of sleep. Additionally, the healthy fats in almonds stabilize blood sugar, fending off those early morning moments of unexpected hunger or wakefulness. The optimal approach: consume a small handful, raw or soaked, roughly an hour before retiring. Soaking not only renders them gentler on digestion, but also reduces compounds that may hinder nutrient absorption. If you are feeling adventurous, consider blending homemade almond milk with a touch of cinnamon, a relaxing nightcap with added benefits. Before we proceed, there is a common evening ritual that may be quietly sabotaging your sleep, one most find harmless. If these insights are proving beneficial, do consider subscribing, as more transformative sleep strategies are just ahead. Sleep Disruptor, the deceptive nature of decaf coffee. Many trust that decaffeinated coffee is harmless at night, as the caffeine has supposedly been removed. In reality, decaf often retains between 3% and 10% of its original caffeine, enough to affect sensitive sleepers. What is more concerning, however, are the chemical methods frequently utilized in decaffeination, with solvents such as ethyl acetate or methylene chloride. Even in minute quantities, these can disturb the neurotransmitters regulating your sleep-wake cycle. The familiarity of coffee's flavor and aroma alone can subconsciously prompt alertness, counterintuitive to winding down, as your brain learns to equate these signals with activity. This disrupted association can specifically undermine deep sleep, the phase in which your brain declutters, your immune system resets, and your body truly recovers. Without it, you may awaken groggy and unrested, despite a full night in bed. If you have established a healthy evening routine, no screens, tranquil ambience, perhaps even meditation, but still struggle to fall or remain asleep, your nightly decaf might be to blame. The better alternative? A calming herbal infusion, such as properly brewed chamomile tea. Later, we shall explore a preparation method that makes this even more effective. You may experience more refreshing sleep just by substituting coffee with herbal teas, a testament to how clever marketing can disguise disruptors as healthful choices. Curious how a natural food can outperform sophisticated marketing? Witness the transformative magic of our next natural sleep enhancer. Food 3. Cherries, the ruby red sleep reset. Few realize that cherries are a natural reservoir of melatonin, the primary hormone orchestrating the sleep cycle. Ideally, your brain would produce melatonin reliably each evening, yet stress, age, late-night screen exposure, and irregular routines commonly sabotage its production. Consuming 10 to 15 fresh or frozen cherries about an hour before bed can help restore a harmonious rhythm to your internal clock. Cherries also abound in anthocyanins, antioxidants that fight silent brain inflammation. Envision these compounds as an overnight cleaning crew, clearing away oxidative stress so you wake feeling clear and revitalized. If you often arise with stiffness or discomfort, consider that cherries facilitate the shift from light to deep sleep, the very stages your body uses to repair and your mind to reset. Significantly, as daylight hours shift throughout the year, cherries can anchor your melatonin cycles, keeping sleep patterns steady regardless of external changes. Do opt for fresh or frozen over-dried, as added sugars can disrupt energy and sleep. Try blending them with almond or oat milk for a nourishing evening smoothie. How might the next sleep-enhancing food bolster both brain and gut health? Let us press on. Food 4. Kiwi, the green sentinel of sleep. Bright green, tangy, and often relegated to fruit salad, the humble kiwi is among the most scientifically studied foods for sleep enhancement, especially in its native New Zealand. Studies show that consuming 1 or 2 kiwis before bedtime can notably improve both duration and quality of sleep. Why? Kiwis are rich in serotonin, an essential neurotransmitter for mood regulation and relaxation, and a direct precursor to melatonin. Kiwis also deliver potent antioxidants, particularly vitamins C and E, which address oxidative stress, a subtle yet damaging force affecting mental clarity and memory. Even more, The kiwi's skin contains greater fiber and antioxidants than the flesh. When thoroughly cleaned, the skin is perfectly suitable for consumption and further supports digestive health. A less appreciated link to sleep quality. Elevate your pre-bed routine by pairing kiwi with half a banana. The unique combination of banana-derived tryptophan and kiwi's serotonin delivers the building blocks for natural melatonin production. For an effortless option, blend kiwi, banana, and warm oat milk for a soothing, light smoothie. But exercise caution. One food can be therapeutic or disruptive, depending on how it is used. Food 5. Sauerkraut, the probiotic paradox. Fermented foods such as sauerkraut contain probiotics that support gut health, a surprising factor in sound sleep. However, proper usage is vital. Pairing sauerkraut with foods such as wine, chocolate, or high cholesterol items may disrupt neurotransmitter balance and digestion, leading to discomfort or even insomnia at the very time rest is required. Consume 2 to 3 tablespoons with complex carbohydrates, think oats or brown rice, never with red meats, highly processed foods, or heavy proteins, as these combinations slow digestion. Listen to your body. Should you experience symptoms such as flushing, itching, or headaches, histamine sensitivity could be at play, a not uncommon reaction to fermented products. When purchasing sauerkraut, select raw, unpasteurized varieties for their live beneficial bacteria. The pasteurized versions lack this effect. If making your own, simply salt thinly sliced cabbage and allow it to ferment in a sealed glass jar for about a week. Vitamin C in sauerkraut assists in lowering cortisol for deeper sleep. Although if you take iron supplements, be mindful. The increased absorption could paradoxically impair melatonin synthesis. Thus, enjoy sauerkraut as part of a simple, organic evening meal and avoid mixing with supplements. Surprisingly, such a minor dietary adjustment may yield marked improvements in both digestive and neurological well-being. What if your favorite breakfast food could become the cornerstone of your nighttime rest? Let us investigate further. Food. 6. Oatmeal, the unexpected nocturnal remedy. Oatmeal is seldom considered an evening food, yet it is among the most underappreciated sleep enhancers. When prepared with the right ingredients and timing, oatmeal balances blood sugar, calms the nervous system, and paves the path into sleep. The key components are magnesium, zinc, and slow-release carbohydrates. Magnesium relaxes muscles and lowers heart rate, while zinc is vital for melatonin synthesis. The slow, sustained energy release from oats prevents the blood sugar dips, commonly responsible for waking between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. A notable compound in oats, avenin, possesses gentle sedative properties, soothing the mind without grogginess come morning. Ideal before bed. Simmer half a cup of rolled oats in warm almond or oat milk, add cinnamon, and toss in a handful of walnuts or almonds. This elevates the meal's calming, blood sugar stabilizing qualities. Alternatively, blend banana, plant milk, and a touch of ground oats for a light, digestible treat. Impressively, regular consumption of oats has been shown to extend time spent in profound, restorative sleep, transforming morning mood and cognitive clarity, irrespective of overall sleep duration. If you have found your nights unsettled or energy depleted, consider incorporating oatmeal into your pre-sleep routine. If you have found these methods worthwhile, a simple action, liking and subscribing, directly supports the development of even more transformative content like this. Food 7. Chamomile, the art and science of preparation. For centuries, chamomile has been heralded as nature's sleep remedy, yet most are unaware that its efficacy hinges entirely on how it is prepared. The secret lies in apigenin, a gentle flavonoid able to bind to specific brain receptors, producing calming, anti-anxiety effects reminiscent of certain medications, yet without the associated drawbacks. To unlock chamomile's potential, use whole dried flowers rather than standard tea bags. Steep 1 to 2 teaspoons in just boiled water, cooled briefly to around 80 to 85 degrees Celsius for at least 8 to 10 minutes in a covered ceramic or glass vessel. This gentle steep retains essential oils, preserving apigenin's potency. For added layers, combine with passion flower, lemon balm, or a spoonful of raw honey. This ritual, enjoyed 30-45 minutes before bed with dim lighting and calming music, establishes a sensory association, eventually cueing your brain it is time to unwind. With regular practice, sleep becomes deeper, longer, and more restful. And for those seeking the missing link between good diet and quality sleep, there remains one last, lesser-mentioned contender. Final food: walnuts, the superfood for sleep and serenity. Famed for heart health, walnuts also stand among nature's foremost sleep aids. Rich in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, these nuts provide the essential raw materials your body needs to synthesize melatonin, the master sleep hormone. Consuming 4 to 5 walnuts before bed gives your brain the resources to produce and replenish melatonin naturally. Walnuts also supply magnesium, which reduces blood pressure and slows heart rate, fostering the physiological state needed for restful sleep. What distinguishes walnuts further is their natural melatonin content, bypassing conversion steps altogether. If you are prone to multiple nocturnal awakenings, regular inclusion of walnuts may help smooth melatonin fluctuations, resulting in more consolidated sleep. To maximize benefit, soak walnuts for several hours before eating to enhance nutrient absorption. Then pair them with a carbohydrate-rich fruit such as banana or kiwi. The union of tryptophan, healthy fats, and supportive carbohydrates ensures both serotonin and melatonin production throughout the night. Incorporating walnuts into your nightly meal can help restore the natural pattern of deep, revitalizing sleep, the kind that refreshes both mind and mood the following morning. If these insights have enhanced your understanding, a like and subscription are genuinely appreciated. It helps more than you might expect. To summarize, you now have 7 potent, scientifically supported foods at your disposal, each capable of transforming restless nights into true rest and renewal. Remember, find what resonates with your body, prepare it with intention, and allow these age-old remedies to guide you towards refreshing, uninterrupted sleep. Your transformation begins when you put these discoveries into practice. Never underestimate the subtle power of nature's own sleep solutions. You have just learned how to restore your night's rest. If you wish to take this further and uncover even deeper secrets for high-quality sleep, the next video will reveal precisely how diet, routine, and environment combine. That is where everything comes together.